Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be solving equations with the variables on each side. So we're going to work with this problem today. And as you can see, the problem is 6r minus 7 over 10 equals r over 4. So when you have a problem like this, you want to cross multiply. So you would do cross multiplication. And when you do your first step, you would have to do how you circled 4 times 6r minus 7. So this is called the distributive property. You would use it for a lot of math equations, but we're using it for this one now. So you would just add on, which equals what you have right here, 10r, because you're doing 10 times r. So over here, then you would multiply this 4 times 6r and 4 times 7. Now, I will have to be erasing my screen because I want to have more space to show you guys. This is the first step you guys would have to do. And now I would just erase this quickly, faster as I can do, the fastest. And then I want to go on and do the next step. You can always go back to the video and see how to do it in the beginning, like the first step. And now we're doing step number 2. So step number 2 is very easy, very quick. And let's get started. So step number 2 is so first I want to write down what's the last step for step number 1 was, which is 4 times 6 minus 7. These are in parentheses, by the way, and then 10r because we did 10 times r. And this is, again, cross multiplication. So now we're going to start step 2. So you would have to do, again, the arrows because then you're going to see what you can multiply in this equation. So you would do 4 times 6r, and then you would close the parentheses. And then you would do minus, since we have over here, 4 times 7. And then you would again write 10r. Because you did one step already, and then you would just bring down the 10r again. So this is step number 2. I would again have to erase my board because I want to have more room to write the next step. So you can again go back into the video and see step number 1, and I will be erasing step number 2 right now. So you could just go back and look at it. Oops, okay. So I would be erasing this quickly. And what I want to do is step number 3 now, but I want to write step number 2's step right here because then we're going to go on from it, which we would do the same equation, 10r. Okay, again, you would want to leave the 10r the same. We didn't get to it yet. So the next step is a little longer than step 1 and step 2. So I would just want to get to it even like faster, but not that fast, so you guys could understand. So this is how you would start it. You would do 4 times 6 first. So 4 times 6 that's what you want to do, which is 24r. 24r. And then you would want to do 4 times 7. But don't forget the minus sign. So minus 28 equals, again, bring down the 10r, 10r. r. Now, this is the third step, but its third step has part 1 and part 2. So this is the part 1 to the third step. Now I want to go on to part 2. Part 2 is a little bit easier because when you have variables on both sides, you want to make sure that you want to have one variable on one side. So how you would do that is you would have to subtract 24r on both sides. That says 24r, I'm sorry about that handwriting. 24r. And then you would have to subtract on both sides from the equal sign, both sides. And then you would have to eliminate this side because you're using the same numbers twice. Now you would have to bring down the negative 28, and then what does 10 minus 24 equals? So let's just bring down the negative 28, and this is the part 3. There are actually 3 parts to the third step. So this is the part 3 to the third step. As you guys can see, I put them in different colors for each step. So you would have to, again, bring down the negative 28 equals, what is 10 minus 24? Yes, negative 14. So, and this is the last step to your third step. So after this, I would have to erase my screen because I want to go on to the fourth step. So let me do that quickly as possible. I want to do it as fast as I can. And then I want to go on to the fourth step. Now, I want to write the last step we did from the third step. So this was our last step from the third step. So, a part 3. Now, we're on the fourth step of this fun and amazing equation. So, let's do, so you want to do r equals, that's our key. So our key is r equals. You want to get an answer like that. So for us to get an answer like this, we have to divide negative 14 on both sides because there's an r next to the negative 14. And you want to get rid of the negative 14 to get r by itself. And again, to get a variable by itself. So I would do divide by negative 14 on both sides. And then, now this is our last step. This is our main goal, our main answer. This is the answer. So now the only step that you have to do is negative 28 divided by negative 14. So can you please tell me what that is? Yes, that is so true. It is 2. 2 equals r, because you want to bring down the r that you wrote. Bring down the r, and don't forget to cross the negative 14 because you divided it by the same number, but also bring down the r. I wrote the 2 a little bit sloppy there, so I'm just going to rewrite that. So 2 equals r. And now if you don't like the format of how you wrote 2 equals r, you can definitely change it to r equals 2. So I hope you guys enjoyed and had fun with this amazing and fast, quick way to do to solve equations with the variables on each side. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys like it. Please subscribe and hit that like button. Thank you.